From Montgomery to Hill, Greene County and Paris, Portia taking on the black belt, and she ain't scared. Marengo County, something kind of weird, Cops and Barbara, interviewing everybody, sister, brothers, and mamas. It's Portia.
Welcome to Portia Takes on the Black Belt. We are live here in the living room. I'm getting ready to watch some Netflix. Get ready to watch Dear White People on Netflix. Check it out. Or Chewing Gum. First season or second season. Either way, today we're going to talk to one of the Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church members, Mr. Terry Pope. He is getting ready to tell his story and how his faith has grown over the years and how he's willing to take that fight and tell others about stepping into their purpose and also making sure that God is along with the plans. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. If not, leave your comments. Let me know what you feel about it. You know I can take it. Thank you for watching Portia Takes on the Black Belt. See you soon.
Y'all say that with me. Say taking steps.
Taking steps.
That's the theme because this is what happened. 4 months ago, I think it's 4 months, back in December, I had 2 dreams, right? And in these dreams, they were like a week apart. And I was speaking before people, and I was encouraging them. And they was a week apart. And I want y'all to witness how God works. See, people take it for granted. I used to take it for granted. But in that dream back in December, they were like a week apart. Now y'all get this. When I got there back in December, the dreams being a week apart, this past Saturday, I did motivational speaking at a church in Greensboro, Alabama, Pine Grove.
Amen.
Pastor Frank James asked me to come out. And then this week, Pastor Philip asked me to come out. Did y'all just get what I just said?
All right, we are live here at Mount Olive. Just finished up today, and you saw the clip earlier as the man of the hour spoke today. How you doing, Mr. Pope?
Doing well, doing well.
All right, now, one of the things that I see that you do a lot, you talk about Christ. But I want to talk about the journey before making that decision to actually say that I'm going hard for the Lord. What was that experience like?
Probably a typical story, like just being out there, like being out there in the world and being involved, because you know that's where most of my friends are or were, and some still are, and that's where I get the Lord from. So I was connected to the Lord, to the.
So that street life, explain about, for those of you maybe watching, that's like the street life. What is that about?
Just running and ripping out there, being a part of, you know, the so-called gangs of the world, and doing the club thing, the chasing the fast money, and the women, and the whole nine, just street life. Don't get me wrong though. You know, my mom had me in the church at a young age, but of course, as I matured and my older brother matured, and we had some freedom, you know, we ventured into that. You know, moms couldn't be around us like all the time, so that's what took our attention, the street life. But that's where our friends were at. And I told the story before.
Okay.
It was maybe in my I'm only 31 now, but my latter years of being
right.
I think I was maybe 21 years of age, and God showed me in dreams. Like I had again 2 dreams. It's something about 2 dreams.
Yeah.
But the first dream, I was like some event took place, and I was kind of laying flat out on the ground, and I was gasping for air. So I'm trying to breathe, and then this presence came over me. This presence, I couldn't see her face, but it was a presence, and it comforted me while I was laying on the ground. And he told me just be easy, I got you. And then I relaxed, and then I woke up in heaven. And then in heaven, it was like all white everything. You couldn't see faces, but you could see.
You knew where you were.
Yeah, I knew where I was. I knew it was something where it was pretty much taking place. And then I hear this talking that's going on, like behind this wall of whiteness or whatever, and they just discussing my life. And then I overheard them saying, whoever it was talking, which was God, I say. It was like he was so close, but he didn't make it. And it wasn't in a fearful, like, yeah, he didn't make it. It was more like a comfort, like sad, like, my son, like, you were so close, you didn't make it. So when I heard that, I went in the dream. I went to this corner and I just balled up, and I was talking to myself like God, just give me one more chance. Just let me show you that I can do better. So
you were seeing yourself.
I was seeing myself. Wow. And then when I woke up, out of that dream, it was like it's time for me to take and make right steps, better steps. Don't get me wrong, I still have my issues.
We all do.
Trying to connect it. but I wasn't doing the things that I were, and I could tell he had me on a different path.
When you made that decision, so you hit the ground running. Why music? Why did you choose music?
Because I used to rap for the world.
Wow.
I mean, since I was 13, maybe 12, 13, so I had rapped probably 8 years by then, 8 or 9 years. And music is one of the most influential arts out there.
It tickles the soul.
Yeah, it does. So, you know, and the people, and not having my dad in my life, I looked up to the rappers, the male figures.
I understand.
You know, being with my mom, single mom. So people like Tupac and all of that,
right.
They influenced me, and it was like my love for hip hop grew, and I started rapping for the world. And so now that I transitioned, and in the middle of that transition, I went one whole year without listening to music, without rapping, period. And then when I kind of crossed over, it came back to doing gospel hip hop, which I met my brothers, Life Through Colors, Larry Rocket and Jim Chappell and Brian Barrow. I met them in Montgomery, Alabama, and the pastor.
All right, so we'll be right back and enjoy this commercial break. All right, so we back here still talking to the man T-Pope, live here at the Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church. Quick name of the Olive. And one of the things that you just ended the last conversation about, you were talking about you were in Montgomery and you met your crew, the Life Through Colors.
We didn't know each other, but we ended up at the same church. It was True Divine Baptist Church in Montgomery. Okay. And in the chain of events, the pastor knew Rocket before he knew me, and he knew Brian before he knew myself as well. Mm-hmm. And then when I came to that church, I had done a positive song by myself already, like before I came to Montgomery, but I just did it. I guess I was transitioning. Right. And when I came to that church, I gave that pastor that CD, and he listened to it. And then he told me, he said, I wanna do something with you. I got something for you. And a few months passed, and then he put me together. He brought all of us together, Larry Rocket and Brian Barrow and myself. And he knew they rapped. So he put us together. He said, I want y'all to do a track for this certain event that we were going to have. Just one track together. He just wanted us to do it together.
Get to see how it was going to.
And we got together, and we did the one track. And then it was like, oh, man, we all was feeling each other and loving what was going on. And we're like, man, let's run away with it. And they came up with the name Life Through Colors. Brian Barrow, my bro, he came up with the name, and we just kind of ran with it.
Okay. Now, when I was shooting you earlier, I was looking at the young people and how they were grasping to you, like taking to what you were saying.
Sweet.
To those individuals who watching you that's young, and they were like, man, ain't nobody, it's lame being for God. Yeah. What could you say to them?
I feel you.
Okay.
I thought the same thing.
All right.
Many years ago, my mom wanted me to rap in my group I was part of then. She wanted us to rap something for the Lord. I was like, Mom, that's lame. Yeah. Like, no one's gonna.
Right. Nobody been in this.
Now that I do it, and I with the motivational speaking, something new God placed on me. I would tell them just give it a chance. Like most time, you go by the story that has already been painted in your head. So once you hear gospel hip hop, or even this young guy doing motivational speaking, and he's a Christian, it automatically turns you off. So I would tell you, give it a chance. I promise you, if you just play a track, or you give me a chance to speak for you, and you'll see differently.
Being for God is more than just getting up here on Sunday and doing your thing. Like the same way that you see that the world can take you, what could it do as it relates to God?
In 5 years, we've traveled so many miles. I mean, thousands of miles. We've been all around, especially the southern states. We've been in Alabama. Of course, we're in Bama. We've been in Atlanta. We've been in Tennessee. We've even had a chance to get invited out to leave the country a couple years ago to Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Oh, wow. By the U.S. Embassy. So.
By the embassy? Wow.
So if you think about that, like if you think about the
government sending you up in your family.
So
wow.
It really, God really moves, and he do what he wants to do.
Today, and encouraging people about taking that next step, and you taking the step to even move back home. Like you're in the Gump. You got all the amenities that people down here want to have, and you decide to come back to the Black Belt. Why did you decide to make that move?
Oh man, he said, what is it? Home is where the heart is. Like really, like, yeah, I had everything I needed. My wife and I talked about it. We had everything, the perfect setting, the perfect connection on jobs and daycare, and everything was convenient. And like, why would you move back home? But one thing happened between both of us, that pulling for our own, like, people where we come from. Like, we felt, and I know I felt like they were being left out.
Wow.
Because even with the music, and even probably with the motivational speaking, you don't hear of it down here. So I feel that they are left out, and I was like, I can't do that. I have to at least take my presence back and give them some of the things that I've learned and the opportunities I've seen. Most of us in the Black Belt area, we haven't been exposed to it. So we don't know.
That's right.
They don't know that you can do gospel, hip hop, gospel, whatever. They don't know that you can be a motivational speaker. Like, do you know any? I haven't heard any motivational speakers in the Black Bear area. Why not?
Why?
My mentors are online. The people I look up to, the Les Browns and the Eric Thomason, Jim Rome, they online in all these bigger states.
Right.
And they're doing massive events and encouraging people around the world. Well, why not this Black Belt area?
That's
Why
right.
not get us involved? So I felt it in my heart to come back. She felt it in her heart. I didn't want problems at home.
Right.
I wouldn't come back. It was something I placed
on both of you.
Right.
Wow.
And we came back home.
And that's
like, I love the Black Belt area. I love my city, Uniontown. I love all the surrounding cities. It's always been this family setting, this family environment. And I would encourage them, like, you have a gift, you have a talent, and if God has taken you to a place outside of your Black Belt area, won't you bring some of that back? Like, don't just go out and leave it forgotten. That's what happens to small hometowns and cities. We get up, we get educated, we get, financially free, and we leave the place that groomed us and made us who we are, and never come back. I would encourage you to come back sometime, see your people, see about your community. Don't just be away talking about it. Come do something about it. And that's why I'm here. I didn't have to come back here. Lord knows I did.
Right.
But I felt that tug in my heart to come back here and use my presence and use the gifts God gave me, which is music, lifethroughcolors.com. Check that out. And now it's motivational speaking as well. Speaking at any event you want me at to encourage you. Just come back. Bring something back. Don't forget about your people.
All right. Give them your info so we can put it up line so they can know.
Well, you can follow us at lifethroughcolors.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Life Through Colors. And you can follow, I'm also on there as Terry Pope. You can look up Larry Rocket. You can get in our inboxes. Any social media plug, we're pretty much on it. And leave us messages. We do respond quickly. If you want us to come out, if you haven't seen any of our ministry, look it up online. We're on YouTube. We have videos, Life Through Colors. Why not video? Video.
All right.
The information is out there. Just contact us.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Pope, for taking the time. We finally connected. Finally got the interview. It was wonderful.
Can I do
Yeah. Go ahead.
We have Life Through Colors have a new album releasing in like 1 month on Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, wow.
You can go to lifethroughcolors.com and you can pre-order that now and even listen to a track or two. And I promise you, it'll give you a dose, a feeling of what we do. And I don't know, do you have any of the motivational speaking I did, but if you hear that, that's well too. You will see what God is taking me to in that area.
That's Motivational Mondays on your Facebook page. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Right.
Yeah, tune in every Monday on my Facebook page, Terry Pope, Dub M. Motivational Mondays, every Monday at 6:30 a.m. And get motivated, get inspired. I love you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you next week.
That's my best friend, Sean Foster.
All right, Sean, how proud of you, Terry?
That's my boy, man. That's my brother. I'm very proud of him.
And what about your walk with God? Has he helped you improve your walk with God?
We've been through some stuff.
Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Let me tell you a story. Just a quick story.
Go ahead.
Both of us we was
Headed to a
Headed
church.
to
Don't
a
tell them
church.
the church now. Don't
I
say
ain't gonna tell.
Okay, I ain't gonna tell you. Church.
We was headed to a church, and we was on our walk. You know, we was trying to get ourselves together. We walked to the door. We didn't understand that they was praying at the time. We couldn't go in, but you know, the devil was working at the same time. So they told us, you know, they was like, "No, y'all can't come in right now." So we got mad and we just left, not knowing they was praying and we couldn't come in at the time.
It was just
But-
disrespectful. We opened
Yeah.
the door and they just slammed the door shut.
Instead of saying,
Right, yeah, man.
it's praying,
And they saw us walking off and nobody tried to.
come back and get you.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
We was mad.
We was upset.
We was upset.
We
But
was upset.
let me tell y'all the end story to it, the way God worked. See, He put it on our heart to go back to that church. And we went back to that church that wasn't open on.
Wow.
Yep. But to say that incident that happened right then, you know, I just tell all the churches, just kind of be careful. You don't know who's coming,
Right.
and you don't know what they're going through. Just take time with them and be sensitive. You don't know. I mean, I understand you praying. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying, just be careful, because my brother, me, Sean, we was in the streets, and we could have went back to the streets right then,
Right.
and never made it back.
But that's when you know the Lord got a hand on you, got a purpose for you.
Yeah.
He won't let you stray away too far.
Yeah, we came back.
He gonna grab and say, "Come in, my son. You go this way."
Yeah, we came.
Thank you so much for watching. Portia takes on the black belt and the black belt. Bye.
As I do the motivational videos, see, this is the clever thing about God. I profess Jesus Christ so much, and things happen in my life in such a way where when people see other people who never met me, they know two things. The boy loved God, and look at his life.